Hello, everyone. Welcome to your week. This is going to be your weekly energies for the week of February 15th through the 21st. I hope you're doing well. My name is Patricia Herreras. For those of you who are new to my page and that just started following me, this is a reading that I do that talks about what it's feeling like energetically during this week. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're going to fit yourself into a story. This is a reading based on energy. It's a reading that is for all of us as a collective consciousness. Okay, so it's not based on any astrological sign or any particular person. Okay, so this is for all of us as a collective community. Okay, so let's go right ahead and start with some themes. I always like picking cards from my Inner Gaia Oracle deck, which you see me use week after week. Look at that, cards already coming through. And this is a really important week. You know, we have Mercury stationing direct on the 20th, so we're going to be feeling like our mind is going to be coming online again, and anything that was feeling sort of confusing and fuzzy is going to kind of like clear up. Communication and glitches are all going to be also, you know, you're going to be feeling a much lighter energy in that sense. Also, we have, this is important because we have these squares that are happening between Aquarius and Taurus. Okay, so Taurus right now has Uranus, the planet that rules Aquarius, and it's squaring with Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn is a planet of responsibility, of social norm, and when it's in Aquarius, it's kind of like, let's do things differently, things that we've been used to doing in the same way forever in a different way. Okay, so it's breaking out of the box, breaking with social norm, and kind of like seeing things from a new perspective. Now with Taurus, it's all about our values, okay? What truly we give value to and how that is also changing. But we also have Mars in there moving into Taurus. So it's the planet of action. It's like really wanting us to change the way that not only that we believe, but it's wanting us to believe more in ourselves, in our own guidance, not so much in, you know, what our parents did or what our friends say or the closest people to us, and what we learned growing up. So this is, you know, it's an interesting week. It could be kind of testy. It could test a lot of you know, our triggers. So it's something to be aware of, okay? Now, the first card that came through for the themes is the Hero in the Making card, okay? And this card talks all about our inner healing, okay? It talks about who you're becoming, a better version of yourself. You're becoming the hero of your own story. You are the hero of your own story, okay? So this talks about breakthroughs and, you know, things that you could have been dealing with that are not only a part of what you've believed, the story that you've believed all your life, but it's breaking with things that are ancestral, things that we carry in our DNA, okay? Things that we might not even quite understand or understand in the way that we live every single day. Okay, so there's a breakthrough here. There's victory for some of you. There's a feeling of getting to be more in touch with a better version of yourself. Okay, even if you're not there yet, you're definitely feeling inspired by that feeling of wanting to become better, a better you, okay? Or going back to a time and not going back to a time, but bringing yourself to how you were at the time where you felt your best. Okay, so the second card we have is Archangel Uriel, and I think we had this in our last weekly energies. And Archangel Uriel is all about wisdom, direction, and keeping a focused intention. So everything that we do, everything that we place energy onto, is that intention. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you set an intention, you write a goal down, and you have to every single day just be thinking about that and praying over that. And no, it's like more about trusting that that is the direction that you've already set into motion, and just using the wisdom of things that you've already learned along the way, and kind of like, you know, allowing for those experiences to help you along the way. Okay, so let's see, let's get one more and then we'll pick some tarot. Thank you for joining live, and if you are here, just click those hearts, just tag a friend, and you can also comment where you're watching from and how you've been experiencing these readings in your own life. Let me know how they resonate. I always love to hear from you. Let me get one more theme. And it's the energetic quartz. And interesting, because I was going to talk about the Inner Gaia Oracle as I was shuffling. I always use this deck. This deck was created by Keisha. She is Luna Muna on Instagram. Okay, you can find her by Luna Muna. That's her Instagram handle. And she is doing an energetic quartz cord cutting session. She's been doing this monthly, I believe now, so you can go check her out. Those are really useful if it's something that you don't know how to do on your own. She can really help you energetically to you know, help you with cutting those negative habits, to releasing anything toxic, and removing you know, just those negative attachments that we sometimes acquire energetically, unconsciously. She could definitely help you with that. So this is talking about releasing, removing toxic habits, toxic people, okay? Walking away, removing ourselves from situations that are not healthy for us, that we know it, like we can sense it, because energetically it feels unsettling. Okay, all right, so let's go with the tarot cards. Let's do a bit of a shuffle here, and then we'll go right ahead and see what comes through for this week. And then at the end, I'll pick some oracle cards as well. I have two decks today. They're both angels and ancestors. And that one's by Kyle Gray. And then I have Doreen Virtue's Crystal Angel Oracle, which I love. So let's see what we have for everyone this week. All right. Let's see what the message is. One more shuffle, because that was kind of like rough. All right. Okay, so, oh, there we go. Magician jumping out, you know, telling us that we are the hero. We are the hero of our lives, and we can break through anything. Returning to our power. I love this card because it's a card of personal power. It's a card of knowing that you have everything that you need at your disposal at any time, and that you may not even be aware, but if you are in the spiritual journey, you're discovering that little by little. You know how powerful you are. You see the hand of God in everything you do, and the power of your thoughts, the power of things that you put energy and that focus intention onto. So right now, with the Magician card coming through, is just saying that you have everything at your disposal, and that you are indeed manifesting something great for you, a victory, knowing that you can always You don't have to feel like you're alone in this, okay? That's what I was talking about, ancestral strength before. And just feeling the presence of those people that have walked this earth before you, and that you can always call upon, even if you feel like you're having a conversation with yourself, okay? So let's go right ahead and see what else comes through. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all. Right, what other messages? Ooh, here we go. Look at this. Look at these power players. Heroes in the making, wisdom that you have been acquiring through experience. There could be a very important male figure in your life, or you are this person who is standing in power. Look at all this red, all this Aries energy, all this Mars energy of action, energy of having a clear vision of what we want for the future, what we want to build, okay? The Emperor didn't build the empire in one day, okay? It took stumbles and failures and getting back up again and, you know, doing all that to get to that place. And now it's more about, you know, we keep that focus and tension so we can keep building the vision. Okay, also this is a card of boundaries. So if you felt at any point that you've been given too much power to situations that have kind of like sucked the life out of you, or that have made you feel, again, we were talking about the triggers before, have made you feel unsettled and all of that. This is about showing what it is like to feel respected, and kind of like setting those boundaries of what you feel is right for you and what is not, and letting those people close to you know what is healthy and what is not for you, okay? It's standing your ground as well. So let's see what else comes through. All right, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so finding peace and healing in situations that can feel sometimes emotionally like it's a bit too much, okay? And I say that because the card was wanting to come flipped out in the reverse, okay? But I'm not reading reversals necessarily, but I just want you to know that there is peaceful resolution that can come to your situations. There is new love opportunities that are opening up for you if you just know that everything that you've given away in love and in your life, energy, intention, focus, work, action that you've taken towards things and that you've given towards other, if you can only give that back to yourself, it will come back to you. There's a very underlining theme here of inner healing. Okay, so with this Ace of Cups, it's definitely about filling our own cups as well. Getting in touch with that, let's just say that fountain of love, that source of love that we all have within us, okay? And how it's okay to feel like we're prioritizing ourselves too, okay? That self-love that you all hear about, it's not about just like, oh, kumbayaing with yourself. It's about accepting yourself fully, okay? The good and the bad. You're not always going to feel super cheerful and positive. Nobody expects that. And you shouldn't either put those expectations on you. Okay, this is about you living your best life by accepting yourself as a whole, okay? Now, let's see what else. A lot of masculine energy coming through in this reading. Here we go. So, you could be working really hard right now towards your goals. You could be feeling very overwhelmed, like a lot of responsibility is upon your shoulders. So this is coming through in the way that, to me, this is saying different things. This is saying love is not hard. Love shouldn't be sacrificial or feel like it's, it's weighing you down. And also, for those of you who are working really hard towards your goals and are like, putting all this energy and focus, you're doing it willingly because you're passionate about it, but you got to see if you could delegate, if you can have those moments where you pause and take some rest. If it is that you're doing everything on your own, okay, know that you don't necessarily have to, but if you do, take those breaks, take those moments to be able to breathe and release some of the tension that this is bringing to you, because it's, it seems overwhelming, okay? And yes, love should not feel hard. Again, here we go. Last card. And it's the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Taurus. And I was talking, it's the Queen of Earth. So she usually nurtures everything and everyone around her. And kind of like waits for her to be last, okay? And what I want you to know is that this reading is really guiding you to help yourself through your own healing, okay? And I know that sometimes we can feel helpless and we can feel hopeless, but we're definitely not alone. And the Queen of Pentacles talks about that self-worth and value, knowing that you're worthy, that you're a valuable person, that you are, yes, exactly, that you know that you are of value, that you put yourself in a place of value as well. Now, this could be that also motherhood, being a wife, being a head of a household, and being a woman, because we had a lot of this male energy coming through. When a lot of male energy comes through, it's about confidence and action and doing and going. And the Queen of Pentacles wants you to soften, okay, to take those time to take a break, because it's becoming overwhelming taking care of all these things. And you could be nurturing a project here. You could be a new mom, or you could have a big family. That could be a very important role for you, and it's proving to be a lot. So this is why the Ace of Cups is right smack dab in the middle, telling you to, rest, replenish, feel the love yourself, feel your own well, okay? As at the same time as you're doing things, as you're loving others, okay? Because I don't know who out there needs to hear that, but I know I'm talking to somebody specifically, okay? Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. So 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords at the bottom. This is the cutting and the removal of anything that is toxic, the ending of a difficult cycle or difficult relationship, something that has left you feeling betrayed, hurt, just exhausted, and it's definitely not easy, and it's painful. You could see at the bottom there is the 5 of Cups. So there could be definite separation, sense of loss this weekend. And I don't know why that even came out this weekend, because this is a reading for the week. But you know that whenever you happen to catch this message, there is something always here for you in my reading. So let's see through the oracle cards what kind of other message we can expand on, and see why we're getting this message, because messages this morning for me we're all about faith. We're all about having faith and attracting, having that unwavering faith on the universe and God and the higher power, and surrendering to that, okay? Even in the most difficult scenarios. So from angels and ancestors, let's see what comes through for this reading. From the 15th through the 21st for everyone as a collective, what is the message? Wow. No coincidence here. We get the Queen of Pentacles, and then we get Mother Earth coming through. Again, this is how can you nurture yourself? And how can you allow yourself to feel loved? Okay, very important. Just know that there's things here that, yes, could be difficult, could be overwhelming, but allow yourself to feel comforted, okay? And look for those instances where you can find comfort amidst the discomfort, amidst the uncertainty of any sort of situation that could imply loss or difficulty, or this feeling of burden. Okay, let me get one more from here, and then we'll get some from, we have the She-Wolf. Unleash the wild within. Okay, so be who you are unapologetically. Look at this card. Okay, allow your wild fun side to be unleashed. And we also have this card of Traitor come through, and this is an exchange of energy. And again, I want to go back to the energetic quartz card at the beginning, okay? Because exchanges of energy could be wonderful when you are creating something beautiful, okay? When the exchange of energy is something that is nice and reciprocal, okay? And in this particular case, it wants you to exchange your energy to create abundance, okay? So this is about also sharing your talents and the things that you're good at, and collaborating with others to create this abundance, okay? So trading energy to create abundance, but also be aware that there is exchanges of energy that could be negative or detrimental to you, okay? So just keep that in mind and try to be aware of it, recognize where that could be coming from in your life, and act accordingly. Remove yourself from situations that you feel are not for your highest good. They're not bringing you any sort of well-being to your life, okay? All right, so last messages. Let's see what comes through with the Crystal Angels Oracle for everyone. We have Citrine. I love this card. So this talks about unnecessary worry, okay? And look at how we have the Ace of Cups, and then we have this card of Citrine. Very, very similar cards. We have this symbol of peace right here with the white dove, finding peace within, making peace with certain situations, not worrying so much about the future and about what's going to happen, and release that burden that I was talking about. Like, you or some of you could be experiencing this worry because you're placing your energy too much and what hasn't even occurred yet. So it's saying remove burden or worries by giving them to God and asking for healing solutions, okay? So definitely a lot of that healing worries and releasing, those negative patterns. And here we have the Divine Intervention card. It looks like God coming through this card, and It says, God sends miracles and answers to sincere prayers. So keep your faith, my friends. Find time to connect to Spirit. And, like I said before, even if you are not in the spiritual journey and you sit down and you feel like you're having a conversation with somebody that's not even there, just know that you are bound to get the answers that your heart is looking for. Okay, so I hope that this reading serves you, and that you do find this moment of peace and inner healing and connection to the divine. I send you fearless light and love as always. Take care, and I will see you for my next videos.